Good morning, party peoples. So, today's YouTube workout, you're going to need a pair of dumbbells, a small resistance band, okay, preferably a smaller one, or you can double wrap your bigger resistance band, and a kettlebell. This is going to be a kick butt leg workout for you guys. So, let's get ready and get started on our dynamic stretching, okay? As usual, we're going to start with our bend and reach pattern. Loosen things up a little bit. Get everything started, fired up in the right place. We'll hit about 10-20 of these bad boys. We'll break into some windmills as we work into our hips, get loosened up. And we're gonna spend a little extra time today loosening up the hips just because we'll be doing so much leg work. About 10 or 20 of those, and then we're going to work into our groiners. We're going to combine the groiners with a little rotation out of the T-spine as well as a down dog position, just so we hit all the angles. We're getting deep through the groin, the thoracic spine, and the hamstrings at the same time. It's an awesome mobility move. Just kind of combine the two. Get everything stretched out. Now when I'm really in that down dog position, I'm really trying to drive my heels into the ground. I'm trying to get them nice and flat. Probably won't get there, but you just want to try to get everything stretched out as best as you can. Go ahead and hit about 5 a side here. As you get loosened up. And for our next one, we're going to stay in the same place. We're just going to sweep the knee around that 90-degree position, and then we're gonna search out some different positions on that hip, kind of rotate around there. We'll switch the direction and just try to explore around that hip joint a little bit. See if we can get deeper into that pigeon pose there. And I like to move through mine as I'm going along, and if I find a place that's really tough to hit, I'll just stay there for a little bit and hold it. That way I loosen everything up. I find this one is really good at opening up your hips. It takes a little bit less time to do than doing a 90-90, which is also another good one. But this one just kind of gets me ready to do some work. Gets all those tissues pliable. Helps keep my back from getting too cranky. Whew. All right, and as usual, let's do our arm circles. Very important to keep those joints moving and healthy. One thing I forgot to mention is you'll also need a step-up box or a chair for this workout, or something you can hold on to. That would be useful as well, but you can go ahead and use your chair or a wall for some of these exercises. Now this is going to be a really high intensity leg workout for most of you. We're going to work with time today, so time sets. We're going to go 30 seconds with a 10-second intermission in between each exercise and see if we can rock and roll on those legs. So our first exercise is going to be a kettlebell swing. Kettlebell swing into a goblet squat. Okay, so we'll just adjust the camera a little bit. All right, so now if you don't have a bell, you can use a heavy dumbbell for your swings as you're getting going. So remember, we want a nice solid hip drive into these bad boys, and just set up a timer so you're hitting about 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're gonna go right from the kettlebell swing into the goblet squat. Now, as usual, I'm gonna do 3 rounds with you guys. You guys feel free to do 4 to 6 rounds. Gotta get the workout in. Sometimes when you're working with lighter weights, you've gotta do a few more reps and a few more sets to get enough juice going through those muscles. There's my 30 seconds. Breathe it for 10 seconds. Realize it's quick, so get them up. Elbows underneath the bell, and then start your squatting once your timer goes off. So You guys can kind of hear my timer going off. I'm just gonna hit the button in between and rock and roll into those squats. And we're gonna try to keep moving for the full time. We're basically going from a hip hinge motion directly into a squatting motion. So really set the legs on fire. It'll smoke the legs real good. Especially if you got a heavy bell. If you got a heavy bell, this is gonna rock your legs. And even if you got a light bell, it's still gonna be fairly challenging. So, getting ready for my swings. Let's go ahead and get them started. Good little hip hop. Snapping the bell up. I love having an interval timer. It makes doing these so much easier, even though the beeping can get super annoying. Wish I could set it to just beep once, but that's what I get for having a watch set as that. And we're just trying to get as many solid reps in that 30 seconds as possible. Remember to keep your reps consistent and smooth. As I always say in the military, fast is smooth, smooth is fast. So we got our reps. Getting ready for the squat. A couple breaths, and here we go. Squatting her out. Now notice I'm kind of gripping on the horns today. I got a nice horn style grip. Pulling the elbows underneath the bell. Always keep your elbows in alignment with the bell. Nice deep squat. We're almost through our third set. Okay. Once the beeping goes off, we'll start our swings. Everybody ready? Okay, here we go. Snapping those hips. Third round for me. 4 to 6 rounds for you guys. Keep the pace. Let's go. Now, if you hold on to the bell the full time, it's gonna get really challenging on the forearms, which is another benefit of the exercise. Okay, last set of squats, guys. Almost there, here we go. Squat it out. Remember, you're not trying to go fast, you're trying to go smooth. Load those legs. Don't bounce out of the bottom. Should be able to pause and then push out of the bottom. That way your legs are controlling the movement. Almost there. Whew, all right, so that's the end of the first one. I'll go ahead and give you guys a little time to get into your next one, or get through your next set, and I'll describe the next movement pattern. So the first one is going to be a single-legged squat, followed by a forward lunge, okay? So we won't use any weight to start out on our single-legged squats, because traditionally we call these pistols. So you're gonna want something that you can brace up against, or a box, like so, if you're not used to doing these, because they are a killer. So we'll just transition our box, put it on this side so you guys can see. We're gonna throw one leg out, hip back, squat as deep as we can, and then come back up to the top, okay? Now ideally, we wanna be able to go all the way down, and then all the way back up. So this is a tough move, especially if you're gonna load it. So we're not gonna do loaded squats today, we're just gonna do body weight, okay? And are you ready? Here we go. Squatting it out, that's deep, big push. If you got a chair, that makes it a little bit easier. quite the smoker on the legs. Now, forgot to set my timer up on that one, but we'll do it for this one. So now right here, I'm only doing a partial bodyweight squat. I'm using that bench to assist me as I get up. Now this one is very challenging on the legs, especially if you're able to go all the way down. Our next one is going to be a forward lunge. So this is where we're going to get our full range of motion here. Okay, so here we go. And I'm just going to do alternating. That way I hit both legs in the same time period. This is really going to smoke your legs though, especially after priming them up with that single-legged squat. On the next one, I'll show you a variation of the single-legged squat that you can go a little deeper and still be able to get down into that low position. Nice forward step. And remember, we're hitting both legs really hard here, both in the forward lunge, alternating, and in the single-legged squat. All right, so make sure you got good time here. So if you have a doorway or something firm to grab a hold of, this is a better way to do your single-legged squat because you're going to be able to go deeper. Because you can hold on and kind of brace up against the rack. So come down, all the way back up. You can use your arm for a little bit of assistance as you drop into that single-legged squat. Notice I keep this leg way out there as I'm going down. Take a little pause at the bottom. Because a lot of this is balance. And being able to control that hip hinge. So adding something that you can hold on to is super beneficial. Here's that from the other side. Now I'm doing my best not to pull on my arm. I'm not trying to yard myself up. I'm trying to push with that lead leg. Kick that front leg way out there. Drive back up. And gradually, as you get better at these, you can learn to release your arm and find that balance point. Now, for many of us, we're not going to have the mobility to be able to hang out in that low seated position. So it's a good thing to work on your mobility first and then gradually get better at it. Okay, here we go, forward lunges. Working on my second set through. Almost there, kids. By now your legs should really be feeling this. I know mine are. Walking it out, driving those knees up. Also pay attention to your lunges so you're not going forward all the time. You're going forward and then down. If you gotta break them down into the steps, big step forward, bring the knee down, push it back to the top. That way you're not gonna hurt your knee. Or you can simply go in reverse. Also equally effective. All right, here we go. Single-legged squats. Last round. Slow and steady. Nice depth. Trying to keep the chest up. Start that motion by throwing the hip back. Good solid knee bend, drive back up to the top. Minimal hand hold. Don't pull yourself up. Get your leg, do the work. If you need to get a little lower. 10 more seconds. Whew. Oh, nice work. Okay, last set of lunges for me. Here we go. By now, legs are about toast. So our next exercise is going to be glute thrusts and side steps with the band. So target those glutes a little bit. Now, as usual, I encourage about 4 to 6 sets. Just doing you a quick walkthrough what to do with the cues. There we go. That one's done. We'll get set up for the next one. Now this is a good time to bring your box out. And you're gonna want to throw your band around your knees just so it's easy to go back and forth. Not to mention, if you put a little tension on the band as you're driving your hips, it'll add to the glute thrust. So go ahead and get up on our box or our chair with our heels, knees apart a little bit against the band. Start our timer. We're just driving those hips. Again, we're going for as many good solid reps as we can get. We're not trying to rush, get all crazy about it. We're just trying to work. Get the work in. Remember, you gotta feel those muscles burning. Remember to keep the tension against the side of the band. It adds to the workout. So my 30. I'm gonna drop my band down around my ankles for a little bit more. Slight crouch position, side steps. Okay, just a nice little crouch, okay? So it's just side to side action. You can go in a big circle if you want. Bring the legs far apart as you go around. You don't have to do the circle, you can just go side to side. Same action, it's kind of like a skater motion. We're skating side to side. Get a little arm swing if you want. It's really gonna burn through those glutes. If you didn't feel this one, well, you will. We got about another 10 seconds. Especially after all the work you did already, oh, you're gonna feel those legs. Those hips are gonna be burning. There we go. Pop back down. Position the band. Dig them in. Start your time, here we go. Now if you want a harder variety of this one, try it single-legged with the band. And you can do both legs, either for the 30 seconds or alternate to where you feel it. Definitely much more difficult, especially with that little bit of band tension that you've got on. Got my 30 seconds. Cycle the band down around the hips. You guys ready? Okay, here we go, there's the beat. Time to go. We're just finishing up round 2. Working on into our 3rd round here, guys. Little arm swing in there. Just pretend you're skating down the canal. If you got a little TV going, that's great. I encourage you guys to be listening to good music that motivates you during this time period. I know it's tough. I want to keep no music on for me, so that way you guys can hear me cue and hear what's going on in the workout. Here we go. We've got one more set. Got our timer on. And here we go. We're gonna try that single-legged variety. Just gonna alternate between the two. I'll go about 10 reps on each leg. Now if this one's too demanding on you, just do the double leg variety. It's still gonna work, it's just a little harder variety. We switch it up. Remember, the whole goal is just to work the body hard. I wanna make those glutes and hips nice and strong. Squeeze up there. Still keep a little tension on that band. Whew. All right, last set from me, and then we're gonna finish with a little bit of abdominals. Okay, here we go. Last set. How are your guys' legs feeling? I hope they're getting smoked. I know my hips are feeling this. A little bit different than a gym workout, but it's all good, guys. You just need to stay moving. You need to stay motivated. It doesn't take a gym to work your body. It just takes a little bit of motivation and some know-how. You can do anything with your body. Learn to control your body and you'll be that much better off when the gym kicks back open. All right. So, I'll give you guys a second to finish up the next one while I explain what's going on in the next set. So now this one, you're gonna want a little bit of room because we're gonna do some partial squat thrusts, which is basically a burpee, but you're not coming up, okay? We're gonna do that and mobile planks. So we're gonna place our hands down on the ground, shoot the legs out, bring them up, and shoot them out. Okay? This one will be fairly cardiovascular. Now, if you can't do a jump, okay? If you can't jump your legs up, just walk it out, okay? Just stay down. You can do a modified mountain climber, or you can crawl up, and then come back down. Easy stuff, okay? It's not a burpee. 30 seconds of that, 30 seconds of mobile planks. Ready? Here we go. This one should be highly cardiovascular. You're doing short, explosive jumps up to your chest and back out. Make sure your shoulders are in a good, solid push-up position. You want to be supported from the chest, the triceps, and the upper back. I'll take my rest on this one. 10 seconds before we do mobile planks, okay? Remember, elbows to hands, okay? Try to alternate in between. You guys ready? Here we go. Try to stay nice and solid in that plank position. Keeping the back and hips level. This is gonna be challenging for some of you. No joke. If you gotta take a break, and get back into it when you can. Remember, you're on the clock. Whew. Oh yeah, 10-second break feels good. Okay. Remember, if you like this workout, you gotta give it a like and share it along. Here we go. Partial squat thrust. Now if your back's given out, let's go ahead and come up into it. Give it a break for a second. Jump back into it. Whew. Oh man, that one's getting to be a killer. Short little hops. I'm sweating through my shirt here. It's craziness. Okay, mobile planks, here we go. And there's the beat. Climb it up. Nice and level. Feet are about a foot apart. Just keep level. Nice work, keep it up. Stay solid. You're almost there. Oh. Can't quit now, come on. Let's go. Take a little break, get back into it. Oh yeah. Coming up on the last set, this one's rough. Just calm, reset the body. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds, hop them up. You can also vary your foot pattern for a little bit more fun. Whew. But man, it's still tiring. It's gonna wear on you. Get a few more in there. Oh, wow. Last set of mobile planks. Can you do it? Of course you can. Breathe. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds. Work it out. Big pile of sweat on my mats here. And I need a mop after this. Nice work, guys. Keep it up. Need a break. Take a set. Collect yourself. Get back into it. Almost there. That is it, my friends. Whew, 1 second. That's a great workout. Nice job, everyone. Hey, if you like this workout, give it a like, share it on your social media channels. It really helps me out a lot. So, love you guys. Stay strong, stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you soon.